Hello. I'm supposed to kind of be working on the socket programming, but I kind of can't help making videos and working on other apps. I randomly just created this radial pulse app. It just pulses at certain rates. Pulses a big old gradient, radial gradient. It's really weird. I lately been working on my progress controls. They're pretty fancy, so let's take a look at this progress bar here. So right now it's articulated, it's sized to be vertical, so I'm going to change the vertical property to true and hit reset, and it's going to animate in an outwards style. So I'm going to go to the progress style. We'll check out the next style, which is normal, so it's just going to go top to bottom or left to right, and then you've got reversed and inwards, and of course the outwards. And so I added a couple things to the progress bar. You can change the border color. There's two new events that raise, so the progress completed event and the progress changed event. I don't know why I didn't have them implemented to begin with. And proper buffer, well, faster back buffers. The vertical property down here just simply changes the gradients. Well, it changes a lot more than that. It changes the animations and the gradient. And the gradient's just going to, I'm basically just changing the angle of the gradient from 0 to 90. There's two different gradients, one for the back gradient and one for the actual progress gradient. And I also made a control, an activity indicator control. This one's pretty cool. By default, Visual Studio doesn't come with an activity indicator, even though they're used so often. And I think they did this because they don't want people to abuse the control. They'll know that there's going to be people who will just use this in place of a part of their program where they can readily analyze the progress and use a progress bar. That's what I think. So let's take a look at this indicator here. So it's just a circular indicator. It animates counterclockwise, and you can change the animate interval in milliseconds. So I've got it running a bit faster now. You can change the circle count, so I'm going to change the circle count to 10 and the circle diameter to 10. That looks cool. You can change the moving circle color and the static circle color. Okay, so let's do something ridiculous with this. Let's increase the circle count to 100 and the interval to 1. Okay, let's do 20 and increase the circle diameter to 50. Yeah, so I obviously need to update the start point of my vector. I'm using a stripped down version of the vector class that I made a long time ago to paint these circles in a circle. I attempted to use the vector class that you would use in the system Windows namespace with WPF projects, but it seems a bit useless. I couldn't get anything out of it. I really don't know what it's for. So I just went and used my own. I actually started to develop a new app, and I have a gigantic to-do list right now, and I had to hide the to-do list because if you saw it you would think I'm a crazy person, but I promise that I will get around to making socket videos and getting back to DevBox